Now, President Uhuru Kenyatta's State of the Nation address to both houses yesterday was a very interesting affair. I was, of course, waiting to see if the rumor that has been doing the rounds that somebody is going to be appointed chief minister, I was waiting to see if that will happen. And indeed, after the session, I approached one of those people spreading these rumors, and asked them, ilikuwaje sasa? And they told me, I said after, not during. Anyway, I'm not saying that that rumor is not true, because I know even in my earlier recording, I quipped that I don't know where these people are getting the information, so I may appear not to believe, but my true position is I don't know, I don't believe, and I also believe. I don't know what to make of it, because I don't know where that information came from. Now on this channel, the kind of information I deal with is verified. I look at sources, so before I say something on this channel, I know what I'm saying. Anyway, they may be right, indeed, there are a lot of indications that they may be right. Okay, so let's just wait and see what happens. Anyway, apart from that, there was a lot of drama in the President's State of the Nation address yesterday. Okay, we even had Babu Owino, that legislator from Embakasi, shaking hands with the President, and laughing and smiling and giving each other high fives. What? Now that is precisely what we're going to dig very deeply into immediately after the upcoming short commercial break. Don't go away. Welcome back. Now, we live in the country where the 36 bloggers live, and a lot of other spin artists and spin doctors, if you want to call them that. People stage manage things for political reasons. And so, the first thing I was very careful to look out for was if this particular handshakes was stage managed. Surprise, surprise, they were not stage managed. The whole thing was spontaneous. What? The President had reached that part of his speech where he was talking about Kenyans reaching out to one another, uniting as a country, from Busia to Lungalunga, from Vita to Mbita, etc., etc. And a spirit just swept over the house, if I can call it that, because legislators just started shaking each other's hands. They started reaching out, behind, in front, over other people, there was just this togetherness. And as it was going on, another legislator, member of the House, reached out and shook the President's hand. And then, surprise, surprise, right behind him, Babu Owino reached out, shook the President's hand. They gave each other, they really had a very warm, very genuine. That kind of handshake would not have been faked. So, what's going on here? And then, as if that was not enough, President Uhuru Kenyatta apologized. And his apology was quite something. He apologized for everything he had done that had divided the country further. The President of the Republic of Kenya actually asked to be forgiven. Now, that one is a first. The President of Kenya has never apologized. In our 50 plus years history, the President has never apologized in Kenya. Never ever. Not in this kind of sincere, humble way. It has never happened. Now there's something this chain of events tell us, okay? They tell us something very, very clearly, And that is the initiative to shake hands between Uhuru Kenyatta and Raila Odinga came from their hearts. Yeah, it is not something advisors were involved in. Indeed, we have seen those advisors behaving same old in recent times. We have seen those close to both leaders on both sides of the political divide being very much against that handshake. And even those who have accepted it, the acceptance is, if I can use the Swahili expression, shingo upande. Yeah, that means they've reluctantly, yeah, it's like they've been forced to accept it. It has not really been from the heart. Yeah, but somehow yesterday, the president managed to inspire the House. Yeah, and a spirit of reconciliation swept right across Parliament. That was quite a moment. Quite a moment in the history of our country. Now, the game of politics, the world over, is such that sincerity is a dangerous thing. You can't go around being sincere. Yeah, you'll be eaten alive. That's just the nature of politics. But folks, here we have two leading politicians in the country called Kenya trying very sincerely to do something. The issue is not whether it will work or not. That's really not the issue. The issue is they have taken the initiative. They are trying very hard, yeah, despite very strong protests, yeah, from their leading advisors, from their leading henchmen, from their leading foot soldiers. They're trying very hard. Now, Raila Odinga we know well. I mean, the man has quite a heart, yeah, quite a heart. I don't want to go into that. I'll be told I'm a Raila Odinga supporter, but the man has quite a heart. He feels for the country. He feels very much for his supporters. Yeah, he will put emergency brakes if he feels his supporters are in danger. The man feels. There's no doubt about that. But President Uhuru Kenyatta is the more interesting one in this agreement. Okay. Now, in my view, the president has been through a lot. Okay, I've said that before on this channel. As a human being, he has been through a lot. And I believe he's very determined to make good on what has happened in the past. Okay, I may be wrong, but that's my assessment. Now, this is a perfect opportunity for the country to take to clean up what is not good in Kenya. Clean up the constitution, seal loopholes, yeah, that have been used to mess up the long-suffering people of Kenya, etc., etc. We need to take full advantage of the atmosphere in the country at the moment. And that is why brave patriots like Miguna Miguna have found themselves in a very difficult situation, politically that is. Miguna Miguna has continued to fire barbs at both leaders. Indeed, as many members of this channel have done in the comments area. I see those comments all the time, which is okay. I mean, everybody's justified to have his own reason, his own point of view, etc., etc. It's supposed to be a free country, free expression and all that. However, and I'm careful here because I'm only analyzing this politically, okay? Because Miguna Miguna has got a lot of supporters, even on this channel. Die-hard supporters. Now, politically, is in a difficult situation. Because it is okay to resist, it's okay to keep on firing barbs at both leaders. However, it is also important to give an option, yeah? To give a solution, yeah? An alternative. To give his supporters direction on exactly what they should do and how they should do it. Yes, there's massive electoral fraud. We have talked about it on this channel many times. Yeah, many bad things happened in Kenya. That's true. People died. Yeah, that's true. However, the big question now is what's the solution? Okay, resist and throw out the despots from power. Okay, how? How will that be done? Yeah. Number two, at what cost? Yeah. What kind of, how many people will die as you try and do that? You know, I'm just reasoning. Yeah. There's nobody who wants electoral justice more than me. There's nobody who wants a better Kenya more than me. However, one has to reason. Okay, let's look at the other solution. Currently, the country is headed towards a kind of reconciliation, a coming together. And it seems our two major political leaders are serious. I said it seems because it remains to be seen. But so far they've given us every sign and every indication that they are serious, including the State of the Nation address yesterday. Is it not possible for us to sit down and discuss and sort out this issue? Yeah. The only reason we managed to get a beautiful new constitution is that both sides, the major warring sides of the political divide, sat down and discussed and reasoned, and we got a new constitution. Can we try and take advantage of the current handshake to sit down, discuss, learn from the mistakes we have made in the past, seal loopholes, and create a better Kenya? Is that possible? I think it is, and I think it is worth a try. Now, prophecy tells us, the word of God, that actually something will go wrong. Things will not quite work out. Indeed, if you follow prophecy, it says there's trouble ahead. Okay? Overturns. Yeah? But what should you do meanwhile? Instead of trying to second guess Almighty God and exactly what He's going to do, you play your role in creating a better Kenya now, creating a better Kenya today. And today we have the handshake. So let us take advantage of that handshake to the fullest today, not tomorrow. That is my view. And I know not everybody agrees with it, but that is my view. And I thank you for accepting my view the way I accept yours, even if we don't agree. It doesn't have to be a war. We don't have to be enemies just because we have different opinions. Yeah, and indeed that was in the president's speech yesterday. The long and short of what I'm trying to say is that we have to mature in politics, whereby if I wake up today and I say something negative about Miguna, you're my enemy. Why? And negative not in the form of an insult or disrespect to this great son of Kenya. No, just an opinion. Usually an opinion about his political tactics, where they've gone wrong. Why should we be enemies when I express my view? Why should I hate you? Yeah, maybe even delete your comment. If in the comments area, you say you do not agree with me. You say, Chris, you're very wrong. You say, Chris, leo umetupa mbao. Why should I be angry at you? Why? It's a discussion. You know, politics is not like mathematics. You know, this is the thing which Kenyans don't understand. Politics is not mathematics. In mathematics, there's only one right answer. Yeah? In mathematics, things are very predictable. There's a formula, there's what, there's so on, and so on. But one of the things which makes politics very exciting, yeah, and the stuff that engrosses people so much, is because politics is totally unpredictable. And people have many different views, yeah, and some of those views could be correct. Some of those views could be totally wrong. There isn't one simple, direct, correct answer like in mathematics. And that's just the way politics is. So let's discuss. Yeah? Feel free to tell me I'm wrong. And you tell me exactly why I'm wrong. Give me points and facts. Yeah? Not insults. Explain to me why you think I'm wrong. Yeah? And I will listen. Okay? Because you have to listen to the other side. Nobody's always right in politics. No way. And that is the way we'll create a better Kenya for our children and our children's children. And that is how you do something that will stand the test of time. Until next time, this is Chris Kumekucha.